Help video, absolute value inequalities. So here's our notes from today, and these help you guys to figure out like which formulas to use based on if it's less than, or based on if it's greater than. So again, the less than and greater than symbols helps you guys to remember which inequalities you guys are trying to make in order to solve for them. So let's begin. Number 1, remember the absolute value sign has to be isolated. For number 1 and 2, it is. This is a less than symbol. So if it's a less than symbol, less than, it's an and statement. It's an and statement, which means we will be using these formulas right here. So we're going to get the opposite of this number, you guys, which will be -7, less than, drop the absolute value symbols, and then less than 7. And then from here, we just solve for x, add 8 to all sides, and we're going to get 1 less than x, which is less than 15. Which means our answer could be anywhere in between 1 and 15. Number 2, is the absolute value sign isolated? It is, so now let's deduce about this statement. This is a greater than sign, so it's greater than, or statement, which means we will be using these. Now we're going to make 2 inequalities. We're going to drop the absolute value sign, so x minus 2 greater than 14, or x minus 2, flip the sign, -14. Just like this, right? If you guys compare that, it's greater than c, and then it transforms to the flip the sign, and the c becomes the opposite. And then from here, you guys, you can solve x is greater than 16, or you have to make sure you write that or, plus 2 plus 2, x is less than -12. So any of those values, you guys, is going to satisfy the original expression. Now we get to example 3. Okay, the absolute value sign is not isolated, which means we need to do some work. Let's subtract 1 to both sides first. 4, absolute value of x plus 4, less than or equal to 16. Divide both sides by 4. Absolute value of x plus 4 is less than or equal to 4. Now, is the absolute value symbol isolated? Yes. So, this is a less than symbol. So it's an and statement, which means we gotta use one of those, right? So, here's our c value. Opposite of that is -4, less than or equal to, drop the absolute value signs, less than or equal to 4. Okay, so we're going to subtract 4 everywhere. So we're going to get -8 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 0. And that is going to be our final answer. So anywhere from -8 to 0, it's going to satisfy this answer. Okay, lastly, we have number 4. Isolate the absolute value symbol, so we're going to subtract both sides by 1. Divide both sides by 4, and we're going to get absolute value of x minus 6 is greater than or equal to 4. Now, let's look at our symbol. This is a greater than symbol, so it's an or statement. And if it's an or statement, you guys know to use these formulas right there, which means we're going to make 2 inequalities. X minus 6 greater than or equal to 4, or x minus 6, remember, flip the sign and the number becomes the opposite. And then we solve x greater than or equal to 10, or, don't forget the or, x is less than or equal to 2. And this is how you guys solve absolute value inequalities.